Hello, this is Ken from the Rug Detector Show. Hope this is reaching you well, no matter where you are in the world. Let's get straight to it. So today is the phenomenal hidden gem that I've been literally talking about for quite a while. I did really open this up to people within my Patreon group, and I now really just want to give you more information about what this project is, who's behind it, how it works, and why I truly believe this is going to be a total game changer in the stablecoin, interest generating stablecoin backed by leverage. Let's get straight to it. So the reason why I'm so excited about this specific project is, number one, is because the dev of this project is actually the dev of a previous project called XVIX. This was actually a project I, funny enough, invested in back on the first day of its listing. So if I scroll back, which basically I think it was the 1st of December, if I recall, basically listed, it was, I think they probably raised about $50,000, $30,000. It was more or less nothing. It was a stealth fair launch. And I actually got in around the $1.30, $1.40. But I basically didn't hold it long enough. And I missed out on a 100x move over the period of the next few months. As I just scroll and just show you here, tested a high of, tested a high of $114. So obviously, in these markets, you cannot get it all. But I remembered saying to myself, looking back, if this dev gets involved and creates another project, I am going all in. Because why? Because the dev is studious, fully understands in terms of the target market, what it's serving, the opportunities, and really what's important, very, very trustworthy. And this is really crucial in this space. So let's get to this specific project that I'm talking about. So this ultimately is Gambit. And then if you want to find more information, it's gambit.financial. You click on learn more, and it will take you to this specific Gitbook, which gives you a full breakdown of actually how it works in terms of the overview. So it's a protocol for creating interesting generating stablecoins backed by leverage. Okay. So when you think of this information, you clearly think, okay, it's a stablecoin, but how is it working in terms of generating interest from this? So when you go down, it says for a collateralized stablecoin, and anyone can open a long position against the tokens in the system, which means that the value of the stablecoin through the price changes while generating interest. Now, this is like a first of its kind, right? So if you go on, if the price of the received token increases, then the system has enough tokens to pay the profits on long positions while backing the value of the stablecoin. So to really understand how it's generated via the minting of the stablecoins, burning of stablecoins, opening positions, closing positions, and funding rates. So I want you to be very, very clear here. The fees can be distributed to G dollar holders and staked GMT, with the allocation to be decided and controlled by the governance. Okay, so I'm not going to go through and read this. Everyone can be able to read, hopefully, so you can be able to go through the process, fully understand how it works in the structure. What I wanted to talk about more is the creativity behind it and also the distribution. So the pre-sale actually has occurred. It's listed on PancakeSwap right now. So when you want to understand the whole process, pre-sale was literally oversubscribed, phenomenal, close, 600 addresses were whitelist after, excluding applications, so on and so forth. The limited contribution was $2,000 as a cap. It was just a phenomenal ride. And ultimately, the XVIX team and the holders had the opportunities of buyback function. So the pre-sale price was $4.50 per GMT. And ultimately, there's two methods. GMT was distributed to 624 holders before listing. If you want to then move on to the protocol will give you a clear and concise understanding how it works from the setup process to the minting, to the login, stability, and burning. So this is a process where it gives you an example of you purchase, you buy BNB, $200. BNB is being whitelisted in the protocol. So this is one of the first. Let's say whitelisted, and there'll be more that will be coming along. And then Alice can sell 1 BNB to the system. The system would mint $200 to Alice. Okay. Bob can open a long position 2x BNB by depositing 1 BNB into the system. The system now has 2 BNB. Okay. Then it goes down to the stability aspect of if the price of BNB increases to $210, the system would have $420 worth of BNB. So there's a very interesting mechanism in place how it works, in addition to the burning structure, okay? Then maintaining the peg, which is really crucial. It is possible for the price of G dollars to be below $1 if there are insufficient longs, or if the price of the tokens in the system drop by too much. So I want you to really fully understand this. The peg is not actually based on GMT. That's not the peg. The peg is, as it clearly says here, the peg, just break down if I can actually find it. Yes. So the peg is actually based on the G dollar. That is the peg, which is really fully important to understand. And then it goes down the benefits. But what I really want to talk to you about is who is Gambit actually competing against, or where the comparisons lie. And you can see with MakerDAO and also with Synthetic. So it gives you a breakdown of what distinguishes or what the differentiations are between these two assets, and why I truly believe Gambit is really going to, personally going to be at the forefront of this innovation, of this change in terms of interest generating stablecoin. So you can be able to go through this in your own time when you have some time. But just to give you a quick overview, it's similar to MakerDAO. Gambit allows its stablecoins to be backed by a basket of whitelisted assets. So when there's over-collateralization, each collateralization needs to be treated separately, and fees are paid to minters instead of holders of MakerDAO stablecoins. So that's a clear differentiation, and you can read through the rest and go through it. So I don't want to spend too long, but I just want to show you the opportunity that basically the team have spent time to meticulously think about a process that can really generate interest and really also have a differentiation between the governance token and also the actual project itself. Then if you want to take a look at the roadmap, you can be able to see the roadmap here, which gives you a clear and concise breakdown of, we're now in the 8th, going to the 9th of March, Gambit contract development and tests, that's taken place. 29th of March to the 9th of April is Gambit UI development. So they'll be fully involved, testing, working on the UI, front end, back end, ensuring that everything's in place for the 12th of April, the launch, the beta launch that's taken place. And the reason why people might ask is, oh, well, why have they launched and they don't actually have an existing product? Normally, I do like to see functional products, but there's an exception. There's an exception if the team have experience in creating a product which has been a success with little to no capital. And this is exactly what's happened with XVIX. So that's why I'm fully behind and backing the process right now. So anyway, that's the whole process. If you want to be able to keep in touch with them, you can go to Twitter. They also have here, so just go to Twitter, Gambit Protocol. You can find them on Medium. So they have a lot of good content, good information in terms of the whole process. You can also catch them on Telegram. So that's the Telegram group. And then also GitHub. And this is a really good thing. In the GitHub, you can be able to track in terms of the commits, the repositories, to really see that they're really iterating, they're writing code, they're executing. And this is really important from a development aspect. So if you have any questions, please fire away. All the details will be in the description. There will be a lot of more announcements, a lot of amazing news that will be coming with this project. For me, I see this as an organic, steady growth. This is not a project where you'll get in one day and get out the other day, not financial advice. This is something where you want to be behind a very strong, positive community to really back a team that's really going somewhere. I've never actually spoke so highly of a product for such a long time, but I think they're really onto something. So anyway, please make sure you like, subscribe, and follow, and I'll be back to you with another one. Bye-bye.